Hello everyone, thank you for visiting my channel. So in this video I would like to share my journey with all of you. It started as a class 12 student who is desiring to be in a top engineering college. I think many of us can recall this time, and it wasn't a very pleasant time, and in my class 12 I did not do well, or I would say it was close to a disaster that I was not doing well in any of the competitive exams. At that time, it was IIT JEE, and then it was the IEEE, and then the local state entrance examinations. But luckily, I was able to get somewhat of a mediocre rank in my state, and I joined a uh, somewhat good engineering college. But in the overall spectrum of things, it probably might be a tier 2 or a tier 3 college. And at that time, it looked really impossible to be part of a top engineering college, but and forget about product based companies. And but then slowly I came to know about this exam of gate computer science, and that gave me some hope that okay, this might be a second chance for me. So from the third year of my college, I was pretty determined to crack this exam, and I had joined a coaching institute, so that because I was aiming to crack it in 2016, so that was my fourth year. And I tried to do my best. Initially, I was a little rusty in my preparation, and slowly with time, I gained some momentum. And also, we had a nice study group with whom we were able to solve our doubts among each other. And also, I joined a coaching institute, so that also gave some advantage. But well, sometimes it's when it's not in your fate, it's not in your fate. I gave my best. I was doing really well in my mock examinations, and I was scoring pretty well. Like I was among the top 200 or top 100 rankers in the country for that coaching institute. But then in the final examination, due to the pressure to attempt more questions, I kind of faltered in my strategy during the examination, and I didn't do well. My rank was around 2000, and well, that was nowhere near to getting in a tier one college. And then there came another hope that in that year I could have cracked IIIT Hyderabad because they have a separate examination. And I did crack the first round of it, but in the interview I did not do well. Again, I kind of crumbled under pressure. So this is then I realized that see, you can do really well in a mock examination, but the final exam day, it needs a different mindset. You can and more is not always better. If just because you have solved so many questions, that doesn't give you any guarantee of doing really well on that examination. On the flip side, it also doesn't mean that you're lacking in something, because on the day of examination, one, two questions here and there can totally change your life. During my college placements, I got placed in service-based company Infosys, and usually I feel students don't have a very good impression about it. And also my friends, or rather one or few of my friends who cracked gate and got very good rank in the first attempt, even they were like they were not very encouraging of going to Infosys and preparing. They were more like, you can take a drop and give full attention because your rank was not extremely bad. But then somehow I just felt that sometimes in life you need to, keep going on. Like, when things are coming your way, you should take the opportunities that you have in hand and then make the best out of it. So I decided to just keep going with Infosys. Yes, I did go in with a negative mindset, and that is a mistake I did, because after going to Infosys, I did learn a lot of corporate skills. I learned very good communication skills. I learned about email writing. I learned about a lot of programming languages like Python and JavaScript, which was taught during the training period. And the training is world class. I mean, I have no words for it. It's one of the best trainings that you can ever go through as a professional, because in any other company, I think no company gives you that much amount of training. So Infosys actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise. And one advantage that I had is that when I joined Infosys, my mindset towards Mtech changed. Initially, it was like I just want to be part of IIT and I want that brand. When I went into Infosys, I was like, hey, there are certain subjects that is probably trending in the industry, but most of us do not have the skills for it. And that's when I felt that it is much better to go to a tier one college where you will get exposure to these kind of technologies and you can pursue the right courses in that. So this is the mindset change that I had as a software professional. Otherwise, when you go to a MTech college as a fresher, your mindset is more like you just crack a good company and that's it, and you don't try to make the most out of the coursework. And it's something that can change. But then, as a software professional, I saw this shift in my mindset that okay, Now I am getting my work experience. I'm still learning some technologies which can help me during my masters as well. And after joining masters, I can specialize in them. I can also take certain courses which I'm kind of, because I was in the industry, right? So I'm able to see the trends that are happening, the discussions that are happening, and that in that I was able to catch. Okay, these are the subjects that I can just take in my MTech coursework and specialize in it, or do better in it, or do projects in it, because that time I would get more time for it. Now, the biggest challenge as a software professional is handling your preparation along with your work, and this was a challenge which I had to refine with multiple attempts, because initial 2 to 3 months at Infosys I was really not able to catch up with my preparation. I was able to find very less time, and slowly with lots of trial and error, making certain tweaks in my daily like daily routine, and uh, kind of reducing the commitments that I took at work, I was able to find more and more time with each passing day. And in the last 3 to 4 months, I was able to kind of accelerate on my preparation. The advantage that I had was that I had my preparation already done in 2016. So that came as like a booster to me, and I just had to just revise and prepare and practice more questions. And time made, even in my second in my second attempt also, I just got the same rank, and I was pretty dejected. Like I just didn't know what to say, because my preparation was much better. Because in the last 2 to 3 months, I kind of caught up on what I was not able to do in the first few months. But even after that, I didn't get that best rank. But then I didn't lose hope. I was having the again that option of Triple IT Hyderabad, and this was another like 2 months ahead. So 2 months ahead of gate. So then, instead of getting too bogged down and too dejected, I took some time off, and then at work also I was not taking too much responsibilities. Slowly, I started my preparation again. The problem with every attempt is the biggest hassle, as an aspirant that we face is that we have to start that preparation again, and because you've already gone through the journey and you have to do that again, and which is not very enjoyable. I would really like to thank some of my friends who helped me during that journey, and they kind of encouraged me to keep going. And I started my preparation again for Triple IT Hyderabad, and I did not take too much pressure on my head, because seriously, last it's been my second attempt. In my first attempt, I put too much of my energy, and it I would still say till date that my first attempt was the best attempt, and still and so I was like, okay, let's not take too much pressure of the results. And if you see in cricket also, they tell you, right, that don't take the scoreboard pressure. You have to just keep nudging your signals and keep going, take the game till the end, and you can still find a chance. And that's the strategy I took. I did not take too much pressure at the end, and I reduced the number of questions. I kind of shifted from quantity to quality of the questions that I'm doing, and slowly I was able to. And come April, I gave the exam, and in the month of June, I got the interview call. I went, and my interview actually was very tricky. I was not sure, because I think at least 40% of the questions I did not give a very convincing answer, but probably they tested me in my strength, that is computer networks. At that time, that I developed a strength in that subject. They tested me in that area, and I got the admission call. I think it was a moment of euphoria for me, that I was able to make it through. And then I actually continued my software engineering or software professional journey for another year. I delayed my admission by 1 year. So I got a 2 year solid work experience, and then I went into MTech. So I had my MTech admission, and I also had another 1 year of work experience. So yes, in some colleges you also have the option of delaying your admission by 1 year. So I took that delay, and I actually honed my computer science skills for another year at Infosys, and then I joined MTech. So I was able to actually get the best of both worlds. I was able to extract the best out of your work experience at Infosys, take the as much skills as possible, and then I went into masters. And it also helped me have a clear vision in masters that okay, I have to definitely get into top product based companies, but at the same time I can also take the right coursework which will help me in that product based company, because the journey is not ending at MTech. It's a continuous journey. So this was my journey. In coming videos, I will still share more insights as a student and as a professional what you can do, and more actionable steps and tricks and tips what you can do to improve your journey and achieve your goal. Thank you so much for watching. If you have found this video helpful, please share it among your circle of friends and professionals, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.